Miami, Florida. What do you see here? 78 degrees in this bathroom. It's cooled down. Look at the temperature outside. Look at the highs. It's hot. It's hot in Miami. I'm going to try, I don't know, I think I'm going to try this Masters on the Green. You know, they sell this for pretty inexpensive over at Pastures. And it has a strong scent. Ooh, hold on. I gotta put some hair gel, man. But it messes up the lighting. We got one person in the house. Shout out to you. You came to the best channel. And listen, the Whiskey Reaper is my buddy. He's in the whiskey community. I hope I didn't wake anybody up. Yeah, I hope I didn't wake anybody up. 1 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. 3 people here in chat. And it's hot in Miami. It's 78 degrees in this hot and humid Miami, Florida. Ooh. But my electric just went out. It just came back on. So I'm not going to do anything fancy. If you enjoy wet shaving, what the heck? Hang out. This smells like green Irish tweed, kind of. Right? Yeah. It has a strong scent off the puck, but there's no puck in here. And you got to really, I like this soap. I think it's an underrated soap. It's cheap enough. It has a really strong scent, really strong. Oh, shit. I got my moderators already here. Timing people out, or maybe it was just an inappropriate message. I have my haters. I think this soap is like less than $10. And, you know, it takes a little time to lather. As you can see. And it's hard to get the brush in this little space. I wouldn't buy it again. Cuddles Barbershop. Cuckold. No, it doesn't say Cuckold's Barbershop. It doesn't say that. It says something else. You know, what do you guys think? Do you think puppets are good entertainment? I think puppets are good entertainment. And I just don't have any room for my puppet, to tell you the truth, or I bring my puppet in here. We had a good time with Mr. Calvin. Gay, gays, gay. I love gays, man. You don't love the gays? I love the gays. You homophobic? I'm a Trump-supporting, gay-loving American patriot. Okay? Is there such thing? You're shaving at 1 a.m. Yeah, my electric went out and I'm all frazzled and yeah. I miss you. Hey, Ariza, how you doing? You know, it's kind of funny. I have these hot Asian chicks on Instagram following me. All of a sudden, they like 10 of my posts. 99% sure they're not the same picture. They're not the woman in the picture. It's some guy trying to get my information, you know, for me to accept his messages. You know how these people are slick. I mean, it's unbelievable. My haters. It's like, you know, the mainstream media went with this whole thing about fine people on both sides. for the longest time. Actually, Joe Biden campaigned on it, you know? And you can't tell people, well, that's taken out of context. You said it. It's weird, man. It's like, you know, and you would think, you know, after a while, people would get it. People just don't get it. You know, people just don't get it. It's weird. Yeah. This is a decent soap. I mean, it's less than $10. I picked it up for less than $10. The strongest scent off the puck. If you don't have a lot of money, I was thinking about getting Cella soap, Cella. It's an almond soap. Kind of smells like a maraschino pepper, maraschino cherries and almond. I haven't tried that in a long time. I used to buy Taylor of Old Bond Street a long time ago. I've tried all the Taylor of Old Bond Streets. I guess sandalwood is the fan favorite. I am a fan of the peppermint one and the St. James and the Jermaine Street or whatever that one is called. And the, you know, it's I can't really. This is my second time with this razor. This is the Amazon Basics 5-blade razor, which is going for $20 off of Amazon. Okay, so for $20 you get 16 razors, 16 razors and a handle. Now here's the deal. Now that I'm like the only fan of, there's 65,000 reviews or 55,000 reviews. They should make a custom handle for this. Can you shout me out? Shout out to Ariza Jenkins. Ariza or Ariza? Which one? The dog started barking. So the only thing good about this soap is they put a lot of cologne in there and it's cheap. It's decent. I mean, if you don't have money, well, I gotta take the hat off. Let me face the mic towards me while yeah, sorry, I had to take the hat off with the microphone. Shout out to Ariza Jenkins. I love black women, man. But I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I have a black girlfriend in Oklahoma. But yeah, I don't really think. Are you really Ariza or Eliza or one of my trolls? I have a lot of trolls, you know. These people are evil. You know, people can't read. That's what it is. People can't read. So, like, it's the whole thing about people can't read, people can't spell. You know, there's 3 types of theirs. There. No, is it there? Like over there, THERE. There, THEIR. Right? To take possession. But there's like, I see all the comments on my trolls accounts. They can't spell. They're all just dummies. And you know, when you get a bunch of dummies, a bunch of know-it-all dummies, it's very dangerous. I got to use another brush tomorrow. I'm tired of this brush. Oh shit! I almost overflowed the damn sink. Holy shit! Oh my God. What's up, the old fashioned dandy? The old fashioned Danny. Oh, it's not hot enough. Got to get the razor hot. My brother bought a heated razor and heated shaving cream. You know, he has like this thing that makes heated shaving cream. But the only thing is, you can only buy their shaving cream. It's like you can't buy like I sent him Lavender one time from Barrister Man, which is like lavender, vanilla, and leather. Beautiful set. CJ likes stuff. What's up? You did steal my idea about doing wet shaving with a disposable. I thought about it for years. I said, you know what? I'm the leader of this new community. I'm not in the wet shaving community because they don't like me. They're like, this guy, he doesn't have 100 razors. He's using a cheap disposable. I've used I used a DE razor for my whole life, and I can't use it anymore since I have a mechanical valve in my heart. Man, the trolls are out today because a lot of messages are getting taken down, and it's not even the trolls come out at night, man. I like a funny troll, you know. Good night, keep it up. Funny trolls are always interesting. Like one guy comes in here and he says, "Dance like a monkey." I like that guy. He's cool. But other people, they just like they're hateful. I don't like hateful people. Funny people, yeah, I don't like hateful people. So this soap is kind of like the most basic of basic, but it has a really really strong scent off the puck. It's not bad at all. One day I'll show you the bad soaps, but this is not a bad soap. Like here's the name of it. Hold on, let me show it to you. Masters. Hold on. Masters on the Green. It's green Irish tweed. You're a kid. CJ likes stuff. Hold on. Fernando. Fernando is now into wet shaving officially. Fernando is now into wet shaving. Fernando now owns Phoenix Artists and Accoutrements, Atomic Age Bay Rum. Woo! What a great fragrance. Hold on, let me. Oh, it's really strong. It's really strong, huh, Fernando? I told you. It's really strong, and after shave, it feels wonderful. Let's shave. Wow. Let's shave, shall we? Is there a problem with that? WDYM. Now, here's the thing. I was like watching wet shaving videos. I wasn't really producing wet shaving videos, but I consider myself part of the wet shaving community from way back, right? Let me see. So it's like a woman got into the wet shaving community, and I just found it so strange, and all the wet shavers were like, welcome into the community. Yes, you're welcome here. I'm like, I don't know, man. Something's wrong with me. I wasn't like welcome here. I was like, what are you doing here? This is a man space. Did Jeremy ever do the Cuddles Crew? No. He thought it was a gang sign. Right? He thought it was a gang sign. It wasn't a gang sign. Let me throw on some Barrister and Man Adagio. Cherry and violet leaf and lime and lily of the valley and menthol and musk. Man, this stuff is good. Hold on. This stuff is really good, but it wouldn't smell good as a perfume. That dude is aging so horribly. I feel bad for him. Wouldn't wish that on anyone. That dude is only like 34. Oh, whoa. Menthol. Yeah, nothing to be honest. Just to comment something stupid and you will be fine. Fernando runs the chat, man. He does a good job. He is the voice of reason. I like your name. Let's shave, shall we? Because it sounds like you're a troll. You probably are a troll. And that's okay. You're probably like an enemy of mine. And I don't have any enemies except two people. You might be one of them. They watch my shave videos. It's like, I would say, okay, you're giving me an extra view, but I don't really care if they give me an extra view. Oh, I cut myself with this stuff a little. I don't like this. So this is like a vetiver and chocolate set right here. This is Serge Lutin's. What's the name of it? Vetiver Oriental. It's like chocolate and vetiver. Really interesting. Really a great fragrance, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I cut myself a little. I'm not crazy about that soap. I would say it's almost a bad soap, except that the scent is so strong and so good that I wouldn't say it's a bad soap. The scent is the only good thing about it. But it's cheap. It's a good shower. It's a good shower soap. I like it in the shower. And the bottles are too small, man. And maybe that's the issue. Like, you can't even fit the brush in there. You gotta cut. Like, this is for bowl shavers. Chocolate and fragrances isn't my thing. Eldo makes one called Fat Electrician. Dude, I love Fat Electrician. Hold on. I'm not a big fan of Eldo, but look, I got my mic set up. That's what I could do here. I once had a buddy, Scott, 504 Man Fragrance Reviews. Oh shit, let me go in here. I can't show you my weapons. And I need light in here. And so we bought this like disc thing, and we were like, okay, we're gonna do a video on all the Eldo fragrances. And I didn't really like many of them. I think I liked like this really light one. Let me see where I put it. Maybe did I put it in here? So like, we never reviewed it. We never did it ever again. Oh, I don't see it. So that just kind of went by the wayside. So I have all these. I have a disc. Here it is. And the only one I really liked was Fat Electrician. All the other ones, this company. Okay, I'm gonna say it. They are GAE. Right? I don't know how to spell. So you get all these. I like the mic setup. You do? I have some issues. I'm gonna make this a better setup because I don't like my fan. So here is Dangerous Complicity. I didn't even like it. I'll tell you the one I liked. Here's another one called Fat Electrician. This is the best one they had. See, I used it. Okay. But most of their fragrances are very femme. Remarkable People. Didn't like it. Um, then there's Like This. I think I like This. I'll keep that one out. Um, Jasmine et Cigarette. I guess it's like a jasmine cigarette kind of. See if you can see. Jasmine and cigarettes. Didn't like it. And Putain de Palais. Putain de Palais or something. Didn't like it. This is the one I liked. Look, it's called Cologne. That's it. It's called Cologne. And then there's another one called, that's it. So the one I liked the most was Cologne. So Fat Electrician is a modern vetiver if you're into that kind of stuff. It's pretty good. It's pretty interesting. It's like Fat Electrician is like you got to try it once. That's what it is. I got like the whole collection sample set for like $40. Wasn't too impressed. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed either. Like this, I wouldn't. If it was like 20, $30, I'd buy Like This. No, not Like This. I didn't like this. I like Cologne. I think it's a bay leaf or something or neroli. Like it's kind of fresh. Yeah, I can't. I have so many different colognes on it, so I can't. Yeah, so I found their fragrances a little cloying and feminine, you know, and it's sort of a Rhine. Yeah, Rhine and Tense are good. I think. Yeah, I liked Rhine. I went spend. And then I think they discontinued it, man. I think they discontinued Rhine. Fat Electrician is good, but it's not worth like a buy. It's like Cologne is good, and it's good to wear like 2-3 times, but that's it. Fat Electrician is good to wear like 2-3 times, but that's it. Rhine was kind of more interesting, and then it got discontinued and it got very expensive. But that one was probably their best fragrance of all time. Rhine was good, but they all have this kind of perfumey vibe to them, and I'm just not a fan of the perfumey vibe that they have. So I'm not a fan of Eldo at all. Rhine was good. They discontinued it. Their best fragrance they discontinued. Cologne is good, but if they sold it for like 30, $40, people would probably buy it. But like $70 is too much. For some reason, they always discontinue the best fragrances. That's not true. But Rhine literally was their best fragrance. Rhine was literally their best fragrance. Somebody sent it to me. A fragrance review I used to speak with years ago. He sent it to me. He sent me like 10 mils, and I enjoyed it. But once the 10 mils were gone, I wasn't interested in, continuing to wear it. But it was good, It was good for the 10 mils. Let's shave, shall we? I can't wait to go on my computer to see the icon for Let's Shave, shall we? Yeah. See, I have people that support me, and that's cool. They're not really into shaving, they're just into me. And that's a little conceited on my part to say that, but it's kind of true. You know, they don't want to use the real name. Like, these people, it's like the whole thing. This whole guilty by association thing is like ridiculous, you know? And it's like that's what they're trying to do. And it's like I'm not even guilty, but guilty by association. It's like your whole story is such a fake. It's like, dude, I'm not gonna have to explain it to you. You just have a comprehension problem. That's all. So it's like it's so weird how like I don't even want to go there, but these people are like obsessed with me. And you know, that's weird to say. And you know, there's a guy obsessed with fragrance, dude. I mean, in general, fragrance companies, yeah, are feminine. 100%. I promise, I am not a troll. Oh, okay. Are you into wet shaving or what are you into? I'm gonna use a good shave. I'm gonna use a good shave soap tomorrow. This one is highly recommended. This is Orbit, and it smells really good by Noble Otter. It's rose, like rose and a frozen accord note, like eucalyptus, but it's not eucalyptus. Towards what they claim as fact. Stupid, the whole document at the end says no evidence, and the only thing was the inappropriate conduct due to the video. They are dumb. Yeah, exactly. No students ever. The whole thing was so stupid. They depended on one person who I went out with, and she called the school, made this whole story up, and that was the whole thing. But they just, he's like, we should retry it. Like, dude, shut up. You have a comprehension problem. You know? What's Fragrance Dude's talent? I see you. I know who you are. I know you are sweet milk. The old fashioned dandy. So if you look at the icon for the old fashioned dandy, it's Red Lessons with a beard, with a what do you call that, mustache. I have been wet shaving for about 3 years. Oh, that's cool, man. Do you have a channel? I'll sub to you, man. I sub to everybody. Like you know, and I you know, who cares? It's like it doesn't. It's free. You know, I sub to people. I sub I sub to weird things like okay, they have drama streams, and I don't know why I get recommended drama streams, right? And so I sub to them, and they're really weird, and it's like women like what do you call it, cat fighting, going back at each other, and I'm gonna get you. I know where you live. I'm like, it's so stupid. And then I unsubscribed, but I had to watch it at least one time. The best mustache of all time was Ravishing Rick Rude. I was making soaps for a while and started a channel and stopped making soaps and kept making videos. Oh shit, okay, you making videos. Okay, I'll check it out, man. Yeah. They are kind of low quality though. Dude, it gets better when you make money. Look, my quality is getting better, right? Like if you saw me the first time, I just filmed with no mic, with no beautiful sign, with white door. And as time, things getting a little better, you know? Like I'm not gonna add anything to this. I was thinking about putting I can't fit it anywhere though. And nobody would see it. I was thinking about putting Boston third stage uh tin sign because I love Boston third stage, man. What does it take to be? I can't sing, but that's how it goes. What does it take to be a man? I can't sing. That guy has that guy Brad Delp or something. Dude, that guy has such a good voice. I can't sing, but I'm trying to, you know, get the gist across. That man, I said it to my girl in Oklahoma, she loved it. You know, to be a man. I love third stage Boston. I was in California over at Norton Air Force Base. I was dating the hottest Dude, you want to hear the funniest story? So she was like, all the guys gawked at her, right? She was a really fit, really fit blonde chick with like green eyes, and like all the guys loved her. So one of the guys knocks on my door, right? And I open the door. I'm sweating bullets. And her name was Jody. I mean, she was drop dead gorgeous, prettier than any other woman on the videos. I mean, drop dead gorgeous, right? And I open the door, and the guy's laughing at me. Ha ha! You doing this, right? And then she pokes her little head out, and he goes, "Holy shit!" He wanted to make fun of me and tell everybody I was, choking the chicken. Cuddles, I need advice. A chick recently confessed that she's in love with me, but she's been with the entire neighborhood. Holy shit. Use a rubber. Use a rubber, man. Use a rubber. But man, that was like, I love that experience. They were like this. It was an idiot kid, right? Because I think I was like 20, and he's like, "You were in there, you know." And the girl sticks out her head underneath my arm, and everybody knew this girl was like the finest girl, right? That was at the clubs, and they didn't know I was seeing her, and I was, you know, I was doing the work. I was in good shape and everything, and it was good, right? But yeah, that was my Air Force story. But I used to listen to that album, Third Stage. Uh, really, like when it first came out, like they came out with, the song that was popular was Amanda. It was very popular. Yeah, Amanda. And then there was another song about another woman in that on that album. But my favorite song was "To Be a Man." Check it out, Boston, "To Be a Man." Such a good song, man. It's still one of my favorite songs of all time. Like, it's the best Boston song. It's the best Boston song. Do you remember? I see. I'm a little older. So, 1976, Boston came out with their first album, right? And it was one of the best-selling albums of all time. So, on the back of the album, they were bragging about how good the album was. And it really was a good album, but they were bragging about, just listen to the album. We're not being stuck up here or anything, but listen to the album. And it really was good. And then Boston Don't Look Back was another good album. I like the song Feeling Satisfied. Ooh, are you feeling satisfied? Ooh, I can't sing, but you know what I'm talking about. Any condom, like any condom? Oh, you want me to leave links for condoms? I'm I'm quite unlucky in love right now. I'm all by myself, and I'm not. I don't watch dirty stuff. I don't watch dirty stuff. Seriously, I swear to God. So you know, I'm all clogged up here. I'm not the pervert they make me out to be. Truly, I'm back. Thank you for announcing that you're back. But the Air Force. Okay, so yeah, the girl I'm seeing, she's six. She just turned 62 in May. And she looks good, man. And I don't want to even go there because these people they're gonna make up stories. But her daughter had like 8 kids, man, and she takes care of them all. It's like she's like a grandma. Did you even go shooting ranges in the chair force? Yeah, of course, man. Dude, I'd show you my DD 214 if you were here. I'm an expert. It's above marksman. I always shot expert. Not that it takes. Uh, it's not something to brag about. I just listen to the drill instructor. Hey, breathe, squeeze the trigger. You know, use the tip of your finger, right? And come on, but like people just jerked it, and it was just a matter of being patient. I just shot very patiently, you know, but I was an expert. And when I went to the range about a year ago with a bunch of other guys, you know, armed security for dignitaries. I did something like that, right? So I got the highest in the whole class, you know. They stuck me on a 240B machine gun overseas, though, since I was a strong man. Dude, I thought 240Bs were only in Battlefield Bad Company 2. 240B, that's like Battlefield Bad Company 2. All I knew was the M16, the 38, and the M60. That's it. And the 203 grenade launcher, but we never shot a grenade. It was just an attachment for the M16. It looked cool though, in tech school, right? We, I have a picture of me with um, I have a 203 grenade launcher. Yeah, not that I shot the grenade, but it was cool. They it was like a simulation, like we were in the forest, because like in real life, when you're like the bottom, the rank the lowest, you have to go out in the forest. Dude, you're out in the forest and you can't see, right? But they can see you and you can't see them. It was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. And it was completely dark out there, man. Oh God, we got Lord Mitak. Lord Mitak. He's buddies with Dwayne Bridendolph. I am right-handed. The guy used my name in his thing. I'm like, okay, so you look at the documents and you read it. Lord Mitak. Watch for Lord. Yeah, I know. Lord Mitak is like a supporter of the other team, I guess. He believes the bullshit. Dude, let me ask you something, Lord Mitak. If here's a thing, and I don't want to go there, but look, if an underage woman, underage girl, teenager, said you had sexual intercourse with her, dude, you go straight to jail. There's no. This is why this whole story is so fake. Like with the underage, and she's only 16. It's like you're an idiot. This guy's an idiot. It's like, dude, you would go straight to jail. And the police. Come on, man. There's no, dude. There was no criminal allegations. This whole story he makes up is so phony, right? They were 18. They were only 18. They were like 19, But I'm not cuddles with that guy. Oh, you're not cuddles with that guy? Okay, cool. They let you tell our story, though. Nothing happened. I mean, it even says in the order, they used the initials because they were students, not because they were underage. But these guys just keep going with that shit. Yeah, it's on paper. Everything's on paper. I read the whole thing. You read the whole thing, buddy. Read the whole thing, not just the allegations. I told you, dude. The allegations were all from this one girl, right? A 23-year-old woman, right? She was the one who came up with the all allegations. She said I went to her apartment. She was living with a student, by the way. 16-year-old girls don't live with 23-year-old girls, okay? So listen, the police arrived in 3 minutes. I wasn't even there. The whole story was all fake. It's like this guy says, I'm going to retry it. I'm like, dude, what are you going to retry? Everything was fake. It was all a lie. If you call the school and you say, I'm the aunt of a student, it's like, dude, anybody could get you in trouble. Trust me. And hopefully it doesn't happen to you. There was a story online where some girl, her boyfriend broke up with her. She called up the police and said he was beating the kids. He got arrested. Why did she do that? Because he broke up with her. And he and she didn't care. And the kid said, no, you never did anything. But this is like, what comes to go around goes around. Huh? Dude, there's no diddling going on. There was no diddling going on. Mama came to try and save the day with an alibi. Dude, okay, let me ask you a question, Lord Metak. If the police was called and they arrived in 3 minutes and I wasn't there, how could I be there? It's like it was all made up. The whole thing was made up. That was the whole thing. Like I went to the house and I threatened to. The school board tried to switch things around and say friends and in their allegations, right? It was their allegations because they wanted to have a case, but their case was so weak. And it was 22 years ago. I made some stupid mistakes, whatever. It was no diddling. Dude, I'm not stupid. Like, what the hell? You think I'm stupid? That guy's stupid. How many times you did? No, dude. There's no. This is all BS. This guy's sharing my name, and if they actually read the report, they would, not just like the allegations. Read the whole thing. Dude, never. There's never. I've never drop it. They don't care if you're right or wrong. They will say just to keep you talking about the same things over and over. I think they're like, here's the thing. I think Dwayne is a diddler. And I really think Dwayne Brodendorf is a diddler, right? He said I am, but there's no proof of that. But he seems to be obsessed with this whole pedophilia topic. He seems to be obsessed. So it's like it's a little weird and it's a little revealing that he's so into this topic. Why is he so into this topic? Does he think he's to catch a predator? In my opinion, the way he acts like a predator. He hates everybody. He hates everybody. He's trying to blame shit for the things he's done in his life. Okay? He's trying to blame shit for the things he's done in his life. Right? That's the bottom line. Next time we Black Lord me talk, just don't let him come back. I'm tired of talking about it. These people just give me disgusting vibes. It's hate. It's just hate. like RXL, Rick Lopez from Modesto, California, married to a 72-year-old woman, by the way, which he never wants to show on camera. No, I don't have skeletons in my closet, dude. I don't have skeletons in my closet. Why would this guy have a 72-year-old girlfriend or wife? He can't find somebody his own age? You know, let him show his wife on camera. And I'm telling you, she's 72. You know? It's right, dude. Everything's there about him. You can look it up. If you look up my thing, everything's there. Everything's there in black and white, not just the allegations. But I'm tired of these people, man. They just keep going with this fake story. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's like they're jealous of me. He hates Jews. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The guy still hates Jews. And he will always hate Jews until the day he dies. And he always picks on George and me, who are both Jewish. Right? He's always picked on George and me. He's always been an anti-Semite. He will always be an anti-Semite. And he has hatred towards Jews. And that's the bottom line. He keeps saying this bullshit, misrepresenting what happened, lying about what happened. He's just like a liar. He's a con artist. RXL is a con artist. People believe him because he calls out the shills. But he's not telling the truth about what happened to me. He's lying. He's a con artist. Some people will catch on. I see Ice Mel looks up to him like he's some sort of savior, like he's some sort of honest person. He's a very deceptive, manipulative person. And you're all going to figure it out one day. It's public, yeah. Read the whole thing. Read the whole thing. And I got my job back. And, that's it. I made some bad decisions. It wasn't like you would think. It was outside. We filmed it outside. They came up for water. It's the same bullshit. I don't even want to tell the story no more. If he wants to have a private Skype, this isn't the place. Nah, but it's like I'm tired of the bullshit, man. This guy is obsessed with me. He says he burned his uniform. Dude, many people burn their uniform. That doesn't mean he doesn't have that hatred inside him. He opens up his shirt and he shows a swastika on his chest. He goes, Miami, shows the swastika. Come on, man. You think that's not anti-Semitism? I don't want to talk to this guy. He's a liar. He's a big liar. And he's lied about everything. He's a big liar. And then, the funny thing is he had customers and then he would use their information and call them out and say, this person bought from me, and he'd read out everything. He'd read out their name, their address. What kind of a scumbag is that? What kind of a businessman is that? The guy is mentally disturbed, and he really is mentally disturbed. And who would sue him anyway? He doesn't have any money. Dude, I saw his place. I saw like everything. I see Rick's place. I see everything. He lives out in the middle of nowhere. These guys are sickening, man. They feel bad about what they've done, and so they try to blame shift. This is like he has something he thinks he has above me, but he doesn't have anything above me. He should take responsibility for what he's done in the past. Yeah. I no, dude. It's like I have mental problems. Maybe it's just like the guy has harassed me for so long, and it's just like he won't stop. He won't stop. He's jealous of Ross because Ross has a lot of subscribers. Um, he says, "How come people won't accept me in the community?" You know, because he starts shit. The other guy, he just starts shit. He runs a stream and he's like, uh, "Yeah, fragrance dude. Uh, he just has samples." Like a fucking retard. He sounds like a retard. This guy, right? Like he reviews samples. So what? Maybe the guy doesn't want to buy the cologne. You know, this guy's a big shot. He buys the full bottles and he brags about it. And he has this evil laugh and thinks it's funny. He's looking for attention. Hey, man, have a good night. I really need to get some bed. Yeah, yeah. I went off the deep end here. But I'm just tired of these people obsessed. And I could make money off of Rick Lopez. Don't worry, I could make money. I had a really in-depth conversation. Dwayne, he's gonna say whatever. I'll call the military, say he's harassing me. You know, he's showing me his swastika. I still have the video. I could call the Veterans Administration right now, show them the video of a former vet showing his swastika to a Jewish vet. You know? And this guy acts like he's a patriot. Dude, the US killed the Nazis. He's a Nazi. He has a swastika on his chest. Am I lying? If you have a swastika on your chest, what are you called? You know? Take it off. That's not misrepresenting what he is. He has a swastika on his chest. You know, you get it removed. You know, you made a mistake, you get it removed. There's no slander in that. He still has it on his chest. You get it removed. You know? But he feels that way still, so he just has it there. And he shows it off to a Jewish guy. Hey, I'm a Nazi. Is that supposed to intimidate me? Shit. You think I'm intimidated by that guy? That fat guy, 270 pounds with his big fucking belly. He's like, I'm gonna work it. Man, you can't even move. You're so fat. And his fucking beard is all scraggly. Yeah, it's racist, plain and simple. Yeah. It's racist, plain and simple. You don't show off a swat. Dude, and he keeps talking about it. And that's gonna be my recourse. I'm gonna show the Veterans Administration that this guy, Dwayne Breidendorf, is showing a Jewish veteran his swastika. Don't think he's not going to get in some sort of hot water with that. You know, don't think he's not going to get into some hot water with that. I thought he would calm down, but he just keeps it up. He's obsessed, you know, with, oh, he's a diddler. No, I'm not a diddler. Dude, there was no indication of underage girls diddling. And this is all bullshit. It was some 23-year-old girl that called the school that made all these allegations up. She was found to be not credible. That's it. Bro, he bought it up. I just responded. Yeah, but you're over there in his comments, egging him on like Alpha of Sales and even Kevin Sensual Obsessions, which like I'm very disappointed that this guy is gonna, respond to his videos. I thought like Kevin Holt was a good guy, but like I guess he's full of hate too. So if he's gonna support a Nazi, Kevin Holt of Sensual Obsessions, he's gonna support a Nazi. That means, according to him, you're associating with somebody like that. And then he said, "Oh, Kevin believes in Sharia law, so he rapes 5-year-old girls." What kind of shit is that, man? This is like, yeah, brother. What did I just walk into? Sorry, senior. No, there's this guy. I'm Jewish, right? There's a white supremacist guy, and he's spreading lies about me, and taking something that happened 20 years ago and turning it into something completely different of what it was. And I was proven innocent, whatever, nothing. It was all some woman calling the school, making up all these stories, and the judge found her to be not credible. It wasn't a legal case. It was just with the school board, right? But they posted it, and this guy made it a big issue. And he's been talking about it for a year and a half. And he talks about it so much. And it's like, dude, get a life, move on. All he talks about is people he hates. And there's another guy. There's another guy. He's like, oh, this guy, I'm dead. I'm dead. Somebody has taken out the trash. And I wasn't dead. I just wasn't posting. And I was like, what is this guy? This guy is so full of shit. He's such a con artist, and people believe him, and they think he's some sort of honest guy, but he's very sneaky and very deceptive. Just because he calls out the shills. Yeah. Yeah. But mine wasn't even a criminal case. Mine wasn't a criminal case or anything. It was just because there was nothing criminal. There was no criminal allegations. Okay, there were no criminal allegations. But this guy, he makes it like there were criminal allegations. There were never any criminal allegations. That damn shaving soap sucks. He makes up the ages and all this, and this is why I save all the texts and all the pictures and record all the phone calls, because a chick could say anything anytime. So what happened is these two girls, they were women. One was 19, a student. One was 23, right? And back then, so you couldn't graduate 11th grade until you passed the FCAT, and you could repeat 11th grade. You could go through 11th grade 3 times. So the judge said that she was in 11th grade, but she was living with another girl. And where was I going? No, I lost my train of thought. But they were like teaming up because they wanted money from me, right? And so here's what he doesn't bring up, and he doesn't know, that they were actually on the phone on they were stupid, right? They said on the answering machine messages, and I gave it to the judge, you better pay us or we're going to fuck up your life. So it was extortion. And the thing is, they kept asking me, am I going to sue her? Am I going to sue her? And I probably should have sued her, but I was like, I got my job back. So she was calling my house, right, with my mom, and she was calling, and she was saying, you better pay. We're gonna fuck up your life. We're gonna, they actually said we're gonna make up stories about you, and all this stuff, right? And all this stuff was on tape. So when she actually came to the hearing, the judge heard all of the allegations, all the messages, and she's like, this girl is incredible. She's like, they're teaming up with each other to harass me, and I recorded it. I kept it. I should have kept more, right? She left like 20 messages. She wanted $1,000, right? So I saved like 5 of them, but I should have saved like all 20 of them. And she's like, "We're gonna fuck up your life. You better pay up." And the judge read it. It was, I gave it to the judge, and so all of a sudden, then it was like it was a whole different story, because I had that. So whenever a girl threatens you, record that, man. Like, if a girl is like, she's pissed that you broke up with her or something, have it on video, because they'll try to screw you over. And that's what happened to me. That's exactly what happened to me. Right? This girl called, she called me up, bothering me and harassing me. We're going to call the police. And they're on the phone, right, with the police, right? And they're like, before they call the police, they're like, "This guy is beating us. Teacher, stop beating me. Teacher, stop beating me. Teacher, stop beating me." Right? And then they call the police, right? So it's like, it was all like stupid, like, and this guy's like, "Oh, you don't want it being brought up." Yeah, it was a bad experience for me. But when somebody, uh, is calling your house and saying, "Teacher, stop beating me up. Teacher, stop beating me up." I'm like, what the hell? These people have issues, and they wanted to get me in trouble. And then I just denied even knowing them, because I'm like, these people are fucking crazy. And that's why you have to be very careful with who you associate with, you know? And you know, yeah, then they said I went to their apartment, and I was trying to break down their door. So I got the police report. So the police report says that the police was called and arrived in 3 minutes. Right? 3 minutes. Thank God it was only 3 minutes. Drop it, man. You know what is going to happen. They will talk about you again in the next opportunity. Dude, they're going to talk about me all the time. But yeah, it's like, no, I don't. I want to forget it because it was a bad experience for me. It wasn't a bad experience for anybody else. It was just targeted towards me. Nobody got touched or anything like that. It was all like, it was like a scary situation, for somebody to say, "We're going to screw up your life unless you pay us money." And it was just, and like, it was a bad situation for me, man. And that it turned into something else. It was supposed to be something just like, it's like they got me. That's it. They got me, because we did a college project together. So that was the whole thing. So they just continue with the stories, and it was a bad situation, man. But don't think it can't happen to you. That's what I'm saying. Don't think it can't happen to you. There was one guy, and he had sex with some woman, and she said, "You're the father." And for 18 years, he took care of that kid. And then when the kid turned 18, she says, "You're not really the father. You're not really the father." And I guess he choked her, because it's like his whole life was like a lie. And I just kind of like, yeah, he acted really poorly, but like, dude, like that story, that's the kind of story that will really make you think. He reacted stupidly, but like, all his paychecks were going to her. He didn't even like her. he treated the kid like it was his own kid for 18 years. And then she's like, I don't want you to have anything to do with my kid anymore. It's not your kid. You know, it's Reaper math. Yep. Explain how an 11th grader is 19. I told you. They were 19 because they were ESOL students. Explain how a 11th grader is living with another woman. They were ESOL students. I told you, and they could go through 11th grade 3 times back then. That was back in 2001 or 2002, right? And the judge clearly said, woman, they weren't children. Probably someone who started late. You can, no. They came from another country. What's up? How you doing? No, they came from another country and they didn't speak English. So you can't, back then in Florida, you couldn't pass, if you didn't pass the FCAT, I think it was called something else back then. I think it was SAT or the FCAT. You couldn't progress to the next grade. So like 60% of the school was in 11th grade. Right? Yeah. So 60% of the school was in 11th grade back then. And I used to host, like on Saturdays, I'd have to go there for giving the test, administering the test. And it was like the same people. They would go there week after week after week. And yeah, back then they could repeat. It's not like that anymore. It was a lot tougher back then. They did away with that, Back in the day, what was the fun thing to do? Hang out with my friends on the boat. Dude, old fashioned dandy. I don't know if you're my friend. They were newly arrived. But Dee Dee says there's no way. I showed her the video, and she says there's no way those, they were even 19. She said they look 25. But what they do, they look like, dude, they were in a Jay-Z video. I keep saying it over and over before they were in my video. So what the parents do, and this is going on with immigration now, right? So you get money if they're below a certain age, and they get to go through school. They learn English. So it's, and the IDs. There's a lot of deception, man. Just because they could be 25 and then they could say, "Oh, I'm only 19," or even a minor, whatever. And I'm sure, like they were minors when they first came here. I didn't know them, but like, yeah. So they get the free education. They get the money, because you get food stamps, this and that. But they were here for probably 4 or 5 years, but they couldn't pass the test, and they were adults. Did you catch fish and eat it? No. What I'm trying to say, Neil, is that the age does not translate to. Yeah. They were a beautiful woman, man. They were beautiful women. But I had one objective, and that was just to, get the grade pretty much, and that was it. There was no hidden agenda or anything like that. Tonight is burner's night. Yeah. Did I catch fish and eat it? Yeah. But like the whole thing is based off of one woman's allegations. Like, and it says that in the documents that it's pretty much based. Everything is based on what this one woman says. I'm sure she didn't want. I'm sure she didn't want to go to that hearing. I'm sure they picked her up because they had nobody else. The whole thing was based off of this woman's testimony. You know. They were, and people like, oh, they were models. dude, I had one objective, and that was to get the grade, get it over with, and that's it. You know, and that's it. Yeah, it's burner's night tonight, man. But they love, and this is what it is. They love to look down on me. They love to look down on me. It's sort of like, it's like, dude, I don't understand Oda jerks. It's almost like, why are you beating up on Ross? Ross, whatever. He's in better shape than 99% of you guys. But you want to talk about, okay, so he has a little fat here. Dude, a lot of the guys who are burners or just NPCs they got, they're 300 pounds. Come on. They just want to look down on Ross. It's just sort of like, it's like, it's sort of a simp community. Yeah, somebody's recording it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I didn't want to, but it's like, these people, man, they're just full of like jealousy and envy. It's full of jealousy and envy. It's disgusting. You know, but like, he's like, oh, do it, do it, do it. I'm like, dude, it's no problem. You know, when it affects my everyday life, when if somebody it affects me, then it's just like, okay, well, that's a lawsuit right there. Yeah, I'll probably, I don't know. Yeah, well, she was living with the 23-year-old, right? That was the whole thing. That I went to their apartment and I made threats, and there were two women living there. One was a student, one wasn't a student. This is like, they don't know the whole story. They fill in their own little story. It's kind of really disturbing the way they tell the story. Yeah, they lived together, right? They were adults. You know, who knows if they were strippers or anything like that? You don't know. I don't know. Who knows how they were making their money? But they weren't good girls, that's for sure. But I didn't know them. I didn't know them at all. It was just somebody to be in the video. I didn't know them. I haven't spoken to any of them really. So it's just like, I never spoke with them again. Yeah. It's just these people make me sick, Fernando. It's just they make up their own story. They want to look down on me. It's like, what the hell is your problem, man? What the hell? Why do I keep coming back up as a topic? Why do I keep being brought up as a topic? What's the issue you have with me? Oh, this guy, he plays with puppets. Who likes puppets? Kids like puppets. Yeah. Yeah, the mom sided with me. Because what happened is they were calling this other woman's house and threatening her that she better agree to the made up story. Dan, did you get any? Yeah, so it was just like they wanted. Listen, man, it's sort of it was a disturbing thing, man. It just shows you what people will do for money. For $1,000, I was nobody to them. They didn't know me. It was just $1,000. They were just looking at it as like you better pay up. I ain't paying up. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, but this is how it is in real life, and they wonder why I want to be alone. Why don't I ever slim down? That's a good question. I did work out a little today. Thanks, supply and demand. Yeah. Why don't I ever slim down? I'd be happy. I think I'd be happy, supply and demand, if if I slim down. That's a good question. That's something I need to work on. That's a good suggestion. I will never accept that guilty by association shit. Yeah, the whole guilty by association. It's sort of like they just want me to fail, and they want to shame other people who are friends with you or whatever. There's a few people on a small stream and an outcast. Yeah. No, I know it's a small stream, but it's like, you know, yeah, and there's only like the three comments, and, you know, it upsets me that I was going to meet one of the guys. He doesn't comment like in terms of me, but like, oh shit, he comments. It's always hate. Hate is the theme, and hate gets viewers, right? Hate gets viewers. Talking shit about people gets viewers, and that other stream, it's just, it's all hate, and because they've done nothing with their life to better themselves, so they just hate. But it's just like Oda Jerks is a little. I do go to Oda Jerks, but like it is a little toxic, Like, why the hell? Like, why do they pick on George, man? It's like, it's messed up. It's messed up. George has been kind to everybody, but here's the thing. I know what it is. They're bullies, okay? They're bullies, and they're bullies behind the screen. And it's like they feel a part of something. It's like Antifa. They're like Antifa, man. It's like Antifa probably knows they're doing something wrong, but they're acting as if they're together. It's groupthink, you know? And like, we're all doing something positive for the community. Like, why is George special? George is special because he's good at marketing. He gets along with some of the most disgusting people in the community. He's nice to everybody. He treats everybody equally. Yeah, like, why would you pick on him? I'm not familiar with modern slang. Yeah, but it's just I don't even want to be part of any community. I'm just I'm waiting to make some money from these guys. That's it. Because they have big mouths. They don't know how to shut up. They don't know how to shut up. They have little self control, and they're gonna say something where I can make some money, and that's it. They're just they have nothing positive to say, and then in the community, people are gonna start to figure them out. That it's just, you know until it comes to you first. Like, it was like JJ, and then it was Erica. They were talking trash about her, and then it was now it's the fragrance dude. And it's supposed to be funny, It's not funny. Let him do his thing. Let people be themselves. But these people are so judgmental that it's like it's disturbing. It's disturbing. Let Fragrance Dude do his own thing, man. You know, you're not special. You're not special because you're gonna call out Fragrance Dude for sampling samples. You know, look at my fine chat. Look up Trip. It's sort of just hate. It's just hate. And you would think in the fragrance community, why would we have hate? It's there's probably competition hate, and I understand that, but like not to, attack them personally. Not to attack them personally, you know? And it's bothersome. And it's like when I came into this community, there was like Daniel's son, there was Stefan, uh, there were good people. There were good people in this community. And then hateful people came in here, you know, hateful people that wanted attention. They were in another, dude, they were in another community. 7, 8 people were like, this guy's not good for the community. You know, he's heartless. And you see, he made a video about me that I'm dead. What dude, what kind of sick person? And he's like, I did it for the views. He did it for the views and for attention to say I'm dead. You know, the whole thing with the Chomo thing is all for views, and that's all it's about. It's all for drama. It's all for views. It's all to, we're on your team. We don't associate with him. Ugh. But anyway, I'm tired, man. I've been streaming for 82 minutes. Take care, everybody. Thank you for joining.